Have you ever shared a dream so big that people laughed instead of believing in you? Most people give up after hearing those laughs. They begin to doubt themselves and slowly let their dreams disappear. But sometimes, those painful moments become the beginning of an incredible journey. This is the inspiring story of Emily Carter, a girl who refused to let other people's opinions decide her future. Emily grew up in a small town in the United States. Life was far from easy. Her father worked long hours as a mechanic, and after finishing his shift, he delivered packages at night just to earn enough money to support the family. Her mother cleaned office buildings every evening after working all day at a grocery store. Even with both parents working so hard, there were weeks when they barely had enough money to pay the bills. Their little house was old. During winter, cold air slipped through the cracked windows. Whenever it rained, buckets had to be placed around the living room to catch the water dripping from the ceiling. Emily never complained because she knew how hard her parents worked to give her a better life. Unlike many children her age, Emily wasn't interested in expensive toys or fashionable clothes. She loved science, especially space. Every night, she would carry an old folding chair into the backyard and spend hours staring at the stars. She wondered what existed beyond Earth. She dreamed about rockets, astronauts, and distant planets. The public library became her favorite place. The librarian noticed that every week Emily borrowed books about astronomy, engineering, and famous inventors. One day, Emily proudly said, "I'm going to build spacecraft that will help people explore Mars." The librarian smiled warmly. "I believe you." Those 3 words meant more to Emily than anyone realized. Unfortunately, school was a very different place. Emily's clothes were old because her parents couldn't afford new ones. Her shoes had been repaired several times. Some classmates made fun of her nearly every day. One Monday morning, Emily's English teacher gave the class an assignment. "Tomorrow, each of you will come to the front of the class and tell everyone about your biggest dream." Emily spent the entire evening writing her speech. The next day, students talked about becoming athletes, actors, singers, and business owners. Everyone listened politely. Then Emily's name was called. She slowly walked to the front of the classroom. "My name is Emily Carter," she began nervously. "One day, I want to become an aerospace engineer. I want to design spacecraft that help people travel farther into space and explore Mars." For a second, the room was completely silent. Then someone laughed. Another student joined. Within moments, almost the entire classroom burst into laughter. You can't even afford new shoes. Dream a little smaller." Emily stood frozen. Her hands shook. She looked toward her teacher, hoping someone would stop them. Eventually the room became quiet again, but the damage had already been done. Emily returned to her seat without saying another word. That afternoon she walked home with tears filling her eyes. Her mother immediately noticed something was wrong. When Emily finally explained everything, her mother gently hugged her. "People often laugh at dreams they don't understand," she whispered. "But what if they're right?" Emily asked. Her mother smiled. "The only person who can truly stop your dream is you." Later that night, Emily's father surprised her with an old telescope someone had thrown away at his workplace. "It's not perfect," he said, "but maybe you can fix it." Emily carefully cleaned every piece until it worked again. For the first time, she clearly saw the craters on the moon. Looking through that telescope, she made herself a promise. "No matter how many people laugh at me, I will never stop chasing my dream." The next morning she wrote those words on a piece of paper and taped it above her bed. Every day she woke up and read them aloud. Emily developed a strict routine. She woke before sunrise to study mathematics. She attended school. After helping her mother around the house, she walked to the public library, where she stayed until closing time. She borrowed every science book she could find. Whenever she didn't understand something, she searched for answers in more books. She couldn't afford expensive tutoring, so she became her own teacher. Months passed. School became harder. The bullying continued. Some students called her Rocket Girl as an insult. Instead of getting angry, Emily quietly smiled. Every insult became another reason to work harder. One afternoon, the principal announced a national science competition. The grand prize was a full scholarship to one of America's best universities. Emily's heart raced. She knew this competition could change everything. She spent the next several months designing a small prototype of an environmentally friendly spacecraft propulsion system. The project was far more difficult than she expected. Her first design completely failed. Nothing worked. She cried that night, wondering if perhaps everyone had been right. The next morning she remembered the note above her bed. She started over. Her second design overheated and melted during testing. Another failure. Instead of quitting, Emily filled an entire notebook with everything she had learned from her mistakes. Failure, she realized, wasn't proof she couldn't succeed. It was proof she was learning. The third design lasted longer but still didn't perform well enough. Many people would have given up after failing 3 times. Emily built a 4th version. Then a 5th finally, after countless late nights and endless revisions, her prototype worked exactly as she had imagined. Competition day arrived. Students from wealthy schools unloaded expensive equipment from large vans. Emily stepped off an old bus carrying her project inside a worn cardboard box. Several students laughed when they saw her. One whispered, "She doesn't stand a chance." Emily ignored them. The judges carefully examined every project. They asked difficult questions. Emily answered each one with confidence. Hours later, all the contestants gathered in the auditorium. Emily held her breath as the winners were announced. 3rd place. Not Emily. 2nd place. Still not Emily. Her heart sank. Then the announcer smiled. And 1st place goes to Emily Carter. For several seconds, Emily couldn't move. The audience erupted into applause. Tears streamed down her face as she walked onto the stage. She accepted the trophy and the scholarship while her parents cried proudly in the audience. For the first time in years, Emily looked toward the students who had laughed at her. This time, they weren't laughing. They were applauding. The scholarship allowed Emily to attend one of the country's top engineering universities. College was even more challenging than high school. Many students came from wealthy families and prestigious schools. At first, Emily struggled to keep up. There were nights she questioned whether she truly belonged. But every challenge reminded her of the classroom where everyone had laughed. She refused to quit now. She spent long nights studying physics, engineering, and mathematics. She joined research projects and volunteered in laboratories. Her professors quickly noticed her determination. One mentor encouraged her to apply for an internship at a leading aerospace company. Emily almost didn't apply because she believed thousands of students were more qualified. Then she remembered another lesson her mother had taught her. You miss every opportunity you never try for. Emily submitted her application. Weeks later, she received an acceptance email. It was one of the happiest days of her life. The internship eventually led to a full-time engineering position. Years passed. Emily worked on cutting-edge spacecraft technology alongside some of the world's brightest engineers. Every project taught her something new. Eventually, she became part of a team developing systems for future deep space exploration. One morning, she stood inside a mission control center as a rocket she had helped design prepared for launch. The countdown began. 10. 9. Her heart pounded. 3. 2. 1. The rocket lifted into the sky, leaving behind an enormous trail of fire and smoke. Emily watched with tears in her eyes. She remembered the little girl standing in front of her classroom while everyone laughed. She remembered walking home in tears. She remembered studying under a flashlight because the electricity had been turned off. She remembered every failure, every rejection, and every sleepless night. Now, all those moments had become stepping stones leading to this incredible achievement. A few months later, Emily received an invitation to speak at her old high school. Walking into the same classroom where she had once been laughed at felt surreal. Many of the teachers recognized her immediately. Some former classmates attended the event as well. Emily smiled and began her speech. When I stood in this room years ago, many people laughed at my dream. At the time, I believed those laughs meant I wasn't good enough. But I later discovered something important. Other people's opinions don't determine your future. Your choices do. The room was silent. I didn't succeed because I was the smartest person. I succeeded because I refused to quit. When the speech ended, every student stood and applauded. Several young girls approached Emily afterward. One quietly said, "People laugh at my dream too." Emily smiled. "Then you're already stronger than you realize." As she walked outside that afternoon, she looked up at the bright blue sky. The stars weren't visible, but she knew they were still there. Just like dreams. Sometimes you can't see them clearly. Sometimes they feel impossibly far away. But if you keep moving toward them, one step at a time, they become closer than you ever imagined. Remember this, people may laugh at your dreams today. They may doubt your abilities, criticize your goals, or tell you that you're aiming too high. Don't let their voices become louder than your own belief. Every successful person has faced rejection, failure, and doubt. What makes the difference is persistence. Your greatest success may begin with the moment everyone else stops believing, but you choose to believe in yourself.